Warning, in this video is the claw. Now this is about being careful, and it says do not take risks. So I felt like there's a message coming through on this that somebody needs to hear. If you were thinking about taking some kind of risk or doing something that you feel is risky or you are doubtful on, we're going to get into whatever that is and see what information we can give you. So first of all, I'm going to get into the runes. So what is this about, first of all? Oh, okay, Yera. Just dropped that, and it almost like fell out of my hand, like I fumbled it. So it feels like this is something to do with either maybe somebody fumbled you or you fumbled somebody else. What I mean by that is that there's cycles of growth that you've been going through, but that could also mean that there's been patterns that you have been looping round in. And it's almost like when you catch this is something that's becoming a pattern, you keep trying to maybe stop yourself from taking that chance, from carrying on that pattern. And this is what Yera is talking about. Sorry about that. So basically this rune is talking about cycles of how you are starting to acknowledge that there's a pattern. And then I feel like you're still in the stage of you can't help yourself. It's like a compulsion of some form that you're going through. But let's get the next rune to see what is happening with this. Okay, we have algaes. I keep getting this sense of like, they're saying like, don't change just yet. Don't change this just yet. I feel like there's something around the corner. So it feels to me like you might be feeling like you want to give up on something, or like, you know, make a hasty decision based on something. But there's something about where this is coming from. Like, what place is this coming from? Is it coming from a wounded place? Or is it coming from a place of empowerment? Because it feels to me more like it's a wounded place. So what they're saying right now is to just maybe hold boundary rather than making any strong, detrimental decisions at this time. Just hold space for yourself, protect your energy, because it feels like whatever this particular pattern or cycle is, it's been prominent in your life for a reason. And every time you've hit it, you've actually grown from it. It hasn't disempowered you. So Gebo is the rune that's coming out as like the overall with this, which is bringing balance, giving and receiving in love. It has that energy of like unconditional love as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Empress comes out in this energy also. I'm going to get a few more tea cards around this. So what is it that they're saying like, don't take any hasty decisions or risks at this time. Okay. Now, part of this reason could be to do with financial things. So purse is all about your finances. So for some of you, it may be that it could impact you financially by making this decision. So something has to be carefully thought through before you actually take any chance on that. Okay. Yeah. Tiger is saying that I feel like you are about to take this risk or take this chance. So it's a good job that this video found you just before you're about to take that leap. But here we have sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. So by you taking some kind of chance or risk here is kind of like you creating too much of this pattern that keeps you stuck. Whereas with the sunrise coming out, it's like there's about to be a fresh start here. There's about to be something new that is coming in, that is going to be far more aligned with you. Sorry, I feel like there's a lot of distractions around. So that could be something for you as well, is like maybe you could be making a hasty decision based around that from a wounded place and from distractions that are around you. Yeah, and spear heartache over what you no longer have. So again, it's coming from a place of pain, from a place of like, you know, you want to throw something, you want to release some tension. Okay, it's like it's a bit of a fight or flight sort of energy. So I want to know which house this is coming from. Actually, like, is this to do with relationships in your life, or is this to do with your work? Okay, so for many of you, it's to do with your work. It's to do with a job opportunity. And you may be having real struggles in your job right now or in what you're doing, and you're feeling like, I just want to go for this other job, like do something else, take some kind of risk. But it feels like the risk you might be taking doesn't really hold enough power or enough strength. This isn't all for people to do with career, but I feel like a majority of you it is. So just remember that, being careful. Do not take a risk here, even if it seems really shiny and attractive. There's something about the staying power at this time, because this sunrise is coming, yeah? And through whatever it is, the heartache, I do feel that that heartache could be from something personal in your life, actually, that isn't to do with work. That could be kind of pushing you to take some kind of risk, or wanting to just change everything because of how you're feeling. So yeah, don't take that jump. Judgment is here. This is what you need to be doing right now, is sitting with yourself, sitting with, where is this coming from? Where is this wound coming from? And what is it telling me? What do I need to do about this? Listen to your heart. Listen to what it's telling you, because you are on the verge of bringing a lot of balance into your life, and receiving what you've been given and giving what you've been receiving. This is a real self-realization and understanding, bringing your higher conscience in and understanding what you need to do and where you need to go. It seems like there's been some issues with collaboration here. Maybe there's been a miscommunication with somebody in your life, and that's been frustrating. I feel like there's been a lot of frustration around that. And you're waiting on an apology for that. It's like you're waiting for somebody to apologise to you, or you're holding back from apologising for something, even though there's a feeling that there is troubled water there. There's something not quite right. But I feel like you and somebody else, that you're not ready to kind of discuss what that is and how you're going to go about it. That's kind of keeping a bit of a dense energy around you. And that's why you're getting these feelings of like these bursts of, I need to just drop everything. I need to just change everything. I need to leave my job. I need to sell my house. I need to go and buy a camper van and run off into the forest, that kind of thing. But when you really think about it, it isn't going to be the best. You're still there with you, okay? And this is what you need to recognize, is what you need to access is actually within you, not outside of you. So you could go anywhere in the world, you could go to any job, you could be with any person, but you are still with you. So until you make peace with you and that piece of you, you're always going to find yourself in this same cycle, the same position. So it's you actually finding the answer within the cycle rather than trying to run away from the cycle. Interesting. 7 of Cups. You may have in the past had too many opportunities, too many options, quite elusive kind of energy around that. It feels like now you're entering a time where there is no illusion, and it's like your energy is channeled into one channel, like one focus at this time. And it's helping you to understand what it is that you can let go of, what you can move away from. Because I feel like you've had a lot on your plate. The threads are getting smaller, like there's less there, but there is this one impactful energy that is still affecting you and giving you that kind of feeling of like, I've got to pack up and run. And for some of you, you may have changed jobs regularly. Maybe 3 to 4 years is like the longest that you've been in a job for. For some of you, maybe 8 or 9 years, but it feels like a majority, the average is about 4 or 5 years. And you recognize this pattern. And that's why it's like now you get into maybe the 4th or 5th year or something, and you're like, I'm ready to move again. And when something happens to you that breaks your heart, that upsets you, that thought comes through even more. And you're like, right, I'm just going to sell my house now. I'm just going to do this instead. You're recognizing that as a past pattern. You are recognizing that as something that you do. And I feel like you've kind of been thinking about that just lately. So let's get you an outcome here. Queen of Wands. This is a good sign, okay? Stay put. Do not take risks at this time. And if you would like a more personalised reading on this, drop me a DM and we can get that organised for you either through video call or 2-question written reading. Have a blessed evening.